Alright, says we're live. Do 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 do. Alright, everybody. I know it's weird me being on here on a Tuesday, but it's the only time I've had free. Been so daggone busy. Oh, Lordy. What's going on, Trax? Been busy, brother. I've been busy. Yeah, I know. Hey, Fotia. I've been working my butt off rebuilding a boat trailer, and a bunch of other stuff. What's going on, Brandon? You want on the panel? Any of y'all want on the panel? Let's see. Let me see if I can add this in on which one is that? Okay. Paste. Booyah. There we go. I've been rebuilding a boat that I got from another YouTuber. Had to do a bunch of fiberglass work to it, and then I've been trying to get parts along and along to get everything going. Let's see. Thursday, I think it was, we went and picked up a motor. And finally got everything around, mounted, everything ready, and went to seeing if it'll run. It didn't take nothing to get that thing running. I thought it was going to take a lot more than what it did. Hey, Lucky. But picked up a 35 Evinrude. The guy said in the thing when I seen about getting it, it was just for the motor. I get there. It's the motor, the throttle assembly and all the cables and all, a steering wheel and cable, and a stick steer and a cable. He give me every bit of it. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to argue. What's say, Puller? And all we had to do to it was the starter, we had to take the bottom piece off of it because it had a broke brush. Put a new bottom piece on it, which my buddy had another one to swap the piece out with. Clean the carburetor out because the needle and seat was dirty and the idle jet was clogged. I put 2 new plugs in it, and it runs like a sewing machine. So hopefully, knock on wood, I can get the last few things I need for it tomorrow or Thursday, and I'll be able to go in the river this weekend, go fishing. And the first trip I take it out, I'm actually going to carry my 8-man camera with me and set it up and record while I'm running up and down the river testing it. All right, Lucky, have a good night. Puller, I put a link in the thing for you if you want to get up on the panel. What's up, horse? But yeah, if y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all can see what all I've been doing. When I first got the boat, I was helping my dad build a add-on to our reunion building for this coming up family reunion we having. A big 30, I think it's a 36 by 20 screened-in addition to the reunion building. and working on the boat at the same time. But it's been crazy. Bunch of long days and early mornings, and I'm not a morning person. Hey, Horse, I seen them pictures of your rat rod mower. That thing's looking real good. Hey, Harold. Can't believe nobody wants to get on the panel. Puller, you didn't want to get on the panel with me? Or did you not get the link? It does look good together, Horse. Looks real good. See if I can. See if I can figure out a way of getting Puller in here. I put it in the family box and I put it in the regular small engination box. I didn't know who all was left in them chat boxes. Poland Pro, they work pretty good, but let me give you a little tip on them. Do not use ethanol gas in them. And when you get through with it, run all the gas out of it. Because the carbs on them mess up real easy if they sit for very long. If you're going to let it sit for more than 2 or 3 weeks, I'd drain all the gas out of it and run the carb empty. All right, Puller, let me see if I can find you and get you in here. All right, hang on. Hang on a sec, Puller. I'm trying to figure it out. Hey, Sam. Thought I had you on my thing on Google Hangouts, but this for some reason it's not showing up. Dadgummit. Yeah, I'll put it in chat. There we go. Yeah, I was trying to do it through Hangouts and all, but Hangouts, for some reason, people I know I had on my friends list on there are no longer on there for some reason. Aggravates the living crap out of me. Let's see. There's the puller. Your mic's muted. The polar bear with that epic beard.
All right.
There you are.
I was closing out YouTube.
Now why in the world is it? Hold on. Where's my cam and mic? Where's my settings? There it is. Audio. There we go. All right, now say something, Puller.
Hello.
Yes, you're going through my headset now instead of through my surround sound. I don't know why. Power went out the other day because we had a tornado come through our town. And let's see, that was it yesterday morning? Or Sunday morning?
Sunday morning, probably.
I can't remember off the top of my head. But our power went out at like 7:30 in the morning, and then they didn't get the power back up till after 4 o'clock that afternoon.
Yeah, we had one over the weekend touchdown about an hour south of me.
Wow.
Junkyard Garage. Hey, guy, what's up?
What's going on, Junkyard? Yeah, I figured since I finally had a chance to sit down and rest and not be swamped, I'd do a live. I know it's a Tuesday, but hey, you got to do it while you can.
Yep.
But that motor, did you get the video I sent you?
Yeah. That's nice.
Got that motor. It'd been sitting up for a while. Didn't know what was wrong with it or whatever. We pulled the cover off of it. Both coils look brand new. It's got a brand new ECM. The motor's never been into. The carb has never been off of it. And it's a mid to early 80s model. And it's got so much compression. If you ain't got a completely charged battery, it don't spin it fast enough.
Wow.
All we had to do was to take the starter apart and clean it because it had a bunch of gunk built up. And one of the brushes in the bottom of it was broke. My buddy actually had another part starter. We took the end plate off of it. All the brushes on that one on the part starter looked brand new. So we just took that whole plate and put it on mine. Put everything back on it, went to spin it so fast, busted right off. It bust off and it die. Bust off and die. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, now what? Bird's like, oh, calm down, calm down. He said, I'm going to pull the carb off of it. He pulled the carb off, and I'd been all day with nothing to eat. So I said, dude, I got to go to somewhere and get me some little something to hold me over. He said, go do what you're going to do. I'm going to sit here and tinker with this. I took off, went and got me something to eat and come back. He'd done taken the carburetor apart, cleaned it, and put it back on the boat by the time I got back. I'm saying, like, dadgum. I said, what'd you find? He said, the inside of the carburetor was perfectly clean. The bowl was clean. The float wasn't stuck. He said, all it was is the idle jet had trash in it, and the air where you adjust the air fuel mixture or whatever, it was dirty in there, and he had to clean that. He did all that. As soon as we hit the key, it fired off.
Nice.
That's when I started recording and showed y'all the video. But, yeah. I got to go get my numbers to go on the side. I already got the registration and all. I just got to get the little stickers to go on the side of the boat. And let's see what else I got to do. Get fuel line. I got to get fuel line, a fuel filter. Put the numbers on the side of the boat. Fill the gas tank up. Mix the oil with it. And load up my rod and reels and all and hit the river.
That sounds like a plan.
But 3 weeks, that boat went from needing a bunch of fiberglass work, no trailer, to being completely reconfigured. It was a side console. Now it's a center console, front seat boat.
Nice. Now, is that just a freshwater boat?
Yeah, I'm not putting it in no salt water.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if the motor head was ready for salt water or no.
It's just a 35 Evinrude. But it's got the Bigfoot on it, so it's got the it's a stronger pushing motor. It's not for high speed, but it's got a lot more out the hole.
Right.
But it's an old 1970 Montgomery Ward Sea King tri-hull. That's the only boat we can find that matches up with everything that's on mine is a 1970.
Huh.
It's from the back of the bow all the way to the very tip of the front stern is or from the bow to the stern, whatever you want to say it, 13 foot 4 inches. But it's 5 foot 4 inches wide in the bottom at the back.
Wow.
And it's 5 foot 6 wide in the middle. What you say, Patch? But yeah, I think it's going to do pretty good once I hit the water with it.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it looks like a nice boat from what the pictures and stuff I've seen and everything.
I've been trying to keep pictures posted on Instagram. I don't put them on Facebook no more because the last time I put anything on Facebook, I got tired of all the BS people putting in there.
Hey, Second Chance Mars.
What you say, Second Chance? I'll be ready to go fishing this weekend, though. Hopefully the river will be down some more by this weekend. It's still a little bit out the banks. If it'd get down about another foot lower than what it is now, it'd be getting about right.
Cool.
Hey, Nate, you want up here on the panel? He said
he'll come up here shortly.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he got the link I sent him. Oh, man.
Well, I had a guy come up to me at work today and said, he goes, I think I messed up. I'm like, okay. He goes, I put gasoline in our diesel box truck. I'm like, oh, okay. How much did you put in? Well, it was pretty much so down on E. And he filled the tank. So far, I've pumped out about 27 gallons, and it's a 33-gallon tank.
Ouch. Have a good one there, Junkyard.
Hey, Junkyard, have a good one, buddy. Thanks for stopping.
All right, let's see if I can send
But
Tater that link.
The real bad part about it is he drove it from the gas station to the shop, shut it off, went inside, went back out, and tried to start it twice. And when I pulled the fuel line off where it goes into the fuel pump, I smelled that. It was pure gas.
How'd he shut it off?
Just turn the key off.
On a diesel?
Yep.
With gas in it?
Yep.
I've never seen one shut off once you crank them up without choking them out.
No, this one shut off. Well, it was probably running on diesel when he shut it off.
Ah.
But when he turned it back on to restart it, he probably cranked on it, and so I spent about an hour and 45 minutes pumping fuel out of the tank, and got roughly about 27 gallons out of it so far. But I ran out of time because even though we're essential employees, we can't work any more than 40 hours a week. So if I would have stayed over and worked on it tonight, I would have had
got in trouble.
Well, I would either had to come in early or late a day, or go home early.
Your boss wouldn't have liked that too well either.
No, because that's the whole thing. They offered if anybody wanted to work 10-hour days, they could work 4 10s. Mm-hmm. My boss come down to me and said, he goes, "I'm not going to stop you." He said, "But it's kind of critical that you're here every day of the week." I said, "I know." And he's like, "So what are you going to do?" I said, "I'm going to work 5 8s." He's like, "Okay." So.
Mm-hmm. I sent Nate that link.
Yeah, Harold, got it. Yeah, Harold, that is not an UPS. He's the primary driver of that box truck, and he's the one that always takes it and gets fuel in it 90% of the time. And he put gasoline in it. So
if you're the main one that fuels that vehicle up every time, how in the heck did he put gas in a diesel?
You'd have to know him.
I'm not even going to say what I was about to say because I'm going to be nice.
Yeah. Well, one of the other guys that he's in maintenance, and one of the other guys in maintenance come up to me when I was out there pumping it out, and he's like, "So how pissed off are you?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't even get pissed off anymore." I said, "It is what it is. I just take care of it." And
at least you know the fuel system on that thing's going to be real clean when you get through with it.
Well, I'm just hoping that the injectors aren't full of it, because I don't.
Yeah.
The last time I had one that actually had pure gasoline ran into it, we had to pull the injectors out and flush them out on the bench and put them back in because the diesel fuel wasn't thick enough
to force it all out.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen that done before. It's not a pretty sight.
Well, second chance, the reason I'm fixing it is because I am the mechanic. He is technically a furniture guy. He moves furniture and sets furniture up, fixes furniture. And that's what we use that box truck for, is to haul furniture and stuff around. And so
he's basically a glorified gopher.
Well, he likes to call himself a carpenter because he actually works under the carpentry shop.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't even do simple framing, so he's not a carpenter.
Like I said, a glorified gopher.
Yep.
Who likes to act like he's more than he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been around a few of them.
Well, right about a month or two after he started giving me attitude. I turned right around and looked at him and said, "Motherfucker," I said, "I've been here 18 plus years." I said, "You don't talk to me like that."
Exactly.
I will fix your shit whenever I get to it. Boy, we got a van. There's a spare van right there, dude. Well, my tools and stuff are in my other van.
Don't you know how to move them?
Not my problem.
That's when you get your tools out of the van, put it in the other one, and keep on about your day. Hey, El Camino.
Hey, Matt.
What's on, brother? Up? Long time no see. I've been playing MIA. I've been hiding.
I told him I'd move his tools over for him. And the other maintenance guy that's been there a long time looked at him and said, "Nah, you don't want him to move your tools over. I've seen him do it before."
Somebody popped into the basement and then popped right back out. So I don't know what was going on there. How you been, Matt? Oh, man.
I see Matt on Facebook every once in a while. Him and Peeper.
I see Peeper on there a little more than I do Matt. Matt's usually busy working.
Yeah.
Peeper post some kind of funny little meme or something on there, and I'll just sit there and about fall out laughing at most of them. Oh, Lordy. But yeah, I'm hoping to do a couple videos on that boat, walk around and all, and then the maiden voyage of it and all that stuff.
Hey, Drifty. Yeah, that'd be cool.
What's going on, Drifty? But once I get that done and finished and all, where I can start fishing and stuff, then I got to start on that bad boy. Finally getting enough stuff caught up to where I can start on it. Uh-oh.
Hey, man, I seen that on Instagram where you posted that little clip. I would have left it in there.
Been like, it's all life. If you can't handle that, oh well. There's a tater.
Made it.
There's a tater.
Can you hear my fan?
No.
Where's the real fabricator at? I don't see her.
Passed out on the couch.
Uh-oh. Long day.
Tomorrow's her birthday.
Oh, heck. I got to send her a text message.
Yep.
So
We're going to do a live stream celebrating her birthday.
Heck yeah. I hope to be there on time this time. I've been so daggone busy on that boat. Next thing I know, I look and it'll be like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I'll be like, oops. Missed another one.
You're fired.
Hey, can't fire me if I don't get paid.
All right, well, whatever I'm paying you, I'm doubling it starting now.
Dang, I'm still in debt. I'm so daggone broke right now. I need a co-signer for a free piece of gum.
I got a Skittle on layaway.
What was that a buddy of mine said one time? He said, I'm so daggone poor. I got to get a co-signer, twice the collateral, just to get a food stamp card. That's like, good Lord.
Hey, Drifty. Hey, Harold.
Ugh.
Hey, Second Chance Mowers.
I watched that video on the little trike thing. That's cool.
Want a sneak peek?
Yeah.
This is what she did today. She ain't done with it yet, though. You see it?
She painted her motor.
Yep.
Heck
It was silver.
Yeah.
So she cleaned it up today, painted it. She's got some ideas.
That's gonna make her a nice little ride, man.
Oh yeah.
Somebody was saying I should get some 2-inch spacers to bring the back wheels out some more.
Well, see how it rides first, and then decide if you want to space them out or not. Are you gonna do? Is that the automatic or is that the one that you have to shift gears?
It's a semi-auto. You just 4 speeds forward, and then it goes into neutral. You can keep going down. Like you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hit it down again. It'll go to neutral and start all over again.
So basically it's like a ratchet. It just keeps going.
Yep.
Cool. Are you gonna run an adapter piece up to the front and put the shifter a little more forward instead of it being back there?
I'm gonna pull everything, the brakes and the shifter up further.
Heck yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of storage space on it for sure.
I wish I would have left them fenders down there with you. You could have used them on it. What's going on, Drifty?
What's up, brother? Brother Ed and Brother Nate.
Hey, Drifty.
Nothing much, dude. Just sitting here working on lowrider since I can't do nothing else.
You remember the fenders that come off the back of the Franken buggy, the yellow one?
Yeah.
When I come down there, Nate, you remember those?
Mm-hmm.
Those I should have left with you. Them would have worked perfect on that little trike.
The plastic ones, for rear fender.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would have had the right amount of curve and all. It wouldn't have went all the way over it, but it would have been good for it.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'll show you what I did to the drag bike today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Tractor, I seen you on another live stream. You're like, well, I'm gonna subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, I've been missing some here and there because of working on that boat of mine, but I about got everything finished on it. Do what?
That thing should be about seaworthy.
Yep, it is. I ain't got but a few little things to finish up on it. I got to go Thursday morning and pick up I had to get the key switch went out on me, so it wasn't shut off or nothing. So we had to put our hand over it to choke it out. So we ordered a new key switch. It's supposed to be here Thursday morning.
Not very often it won't shut off. That's a good thing.
Yeah. What you got on the drag bike?
So you remember I got the brake thing?
Yeah.
I got my cable in today.
Awesome.
Oh, heck yeah.
So it goes down.
Heck yeah. How good does it grab?
Oh, it grabs perfectly. It'll lock it up.
Heck yeah.
Well, now you need a front brake on it so you can do burnouts.
I know, right?
All you gotta do with those is the same thing I do with the fat cycle. Put your feet in front of the pegs, stand up and lean a little forward, and just full throttle.
And then I put this on.
Heck yeah.
Cover up the clutch.
I don't even know where mine is for the fat cycle. I don't know where I put it. I never put it on there once I got the converter and all for it.
Yeah.
But I got to work on it. It's throwing a chain and got looking, and it's broke a half link.
Oh.
You ever seen them break a link in half?
Yeah. I got one on my Instagram.
It snapped that half link, and I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, how in the world did it snap that half link for a daggone 40 chain? It ain't no little 35 chain. That's a 40 chain.
Hey, Nate, you need to get with Boneyard and get that fire exhaust put on that drag bike. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord. Dude, that would be badass.
Fire exhaust.
Yeah.
Flamethrower kit with it.
Yeah, Boneyard made his own. His tractor shoots flames up out of the exhaust.
That would be sweet.
What'd he do? Take a little windshield washer motor?
I don't know exactly how he did it.
I was thinking like some sort of fuel injector. I don't know how the hell he did it.
Because you'd have to mist it into the exhaust and then have a spark plug or something to ignite it.
Well, it definitely has a spark plug.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't do like you do on regular cars and all with the flamethrower kits, because they actually cut out certain cylinders so it blows raw fuel into exhaust and then puts the flames out.
Well,
Yeah.
he might just have it running rich enough that it'll ignite.
I don't know. You'd have to run it real rich to do that, but then how would you not burn the motor up running it that rich?
I don't know.
The only thing I can think of is like maybe a windshield washer pump with a little tank and all running into a fogger nozzle for a nitrous system or something. Let it just, spray that mist in there.
Jay, I also put an old tractor seat back on the Sears.
I see that.
Small
probably-
That's got to figure out a fuel tank.
I got a seat kind of like that, but it's got the flat bar. It goes out the back and up, and then has the piece that cradles your lower back.
There's me a hood.
What, for the Sears?
Yeah, I need one of them.
For which size?
Just like that one.
What's that? A Suburban 16 or 12?
16.
It looks like,
That's a
that's what I
16.
was saying.
Um,
I got the frame. I just don't have the hood. And they're wanting $350 just for the hood and
Never
the front end piece.
there was somewhere I seen that had two of those 16s.
Well, the most common problem with the SS series like that,
Yeah.
those little hinges are like a fiberglass or plastic, and they snap off.
They break off.
Yep.
That's why I'm going to take and build me some out of metal and attach them to the thing and all. Replace it.
There was a place online that was making them.
Well, see, a lot of the people I know, they cut them off and just put hinges on there.
Well, there was someplace online they were actually making a replacement for there. It bolts down to the bottom and the top,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still just a regular hinge like that.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
But I'm gonna be like Fearless Front. I'm gonna put a diesel engine on mine.
Those things are expensive.
I know. I'm looking at Lowe's, and I think it's about 400 and almost $500.
That ain't that bad. The one I was looking at was like almost $900 for the diesel motor I was looking at to go on one.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys follow that guy Star Puss or something? Drifty, you probably heard of him, Star Puss.
Which one?
He's like up north somewhere, like way up north Canada, and he's got all kinds of tractors and shit.
I've heard of him, but I ain't never run into him.
I've heard the name. I can't remember exactly what the name of his channel is though.
Yeah, it's got a long name. I can't remember.
Oh man.
Yeah. My SS has a single cylinder 18 Tecumseh on it.
No.
Well, my SS12 out there I got from a buddy of mine has got a Honda 11 horse electric start.
Awesome.
I just got to get it mounted on the frame and get everything lined up and get all the belts rerun like it's supposed to be and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the 11 horse don't quite fit under the hood like it's supposed to, where the carbon all comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm either going to have to modify the intake just a little bit for the hood to clear, or either I'm going to have to modify the hood to clear the carb. And I don't know if I want to mess with that hood because that hood is an original with the screen and all still in it.
Well, you might be able to modify the thing it mounts to, your carburetor mounts to, and make a down pipe, reroute it.
Yeah. But what it is, when the motor's sitting on there, it kicks out to the side a little too much. Maybe if I put one that kicks more towards the front of the tractor instead of out to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a guy in Florida that's really good at making intake manifolds.
Yeah.
It takes me a while, but yeah, I can build them.
Yeah.
Just got to wait till the state of Florida comes off a lockdown to where I can go down and visit.
Ain't nothing changed around here. It's still same. If nobody watched the news and didn't go out of their house, they'd never know anything ever changed.
Yeah.
But I've had so many people say they made it to the line, and if you don't got a Florida driver's license or residency down there, or a commercial driver's license, where you're having to go into the state, they're turning you around at the state line.
No shit.
Yep.
You ain't got one of your old CDL driver's license laying around? You could.
I still got my CDLs.
Well, just tell them, hey, I'm going down to pick a truck up. I gotta go. I pulled my boat out of the water and it's behind me, and I gotta go. I gotta get in this truck and go.
Yeah. That's why they did here in Kentucky. Like, if you wanted to go into Tennessee, you can't. You can't do that. Not unless you're a semi driver. That you have to go to Tennessee.
Or if you got one of them cards that say you're an essential employee, that you have to go where they send you.
Yeah.
I got a buddy of mine that's got that because he does industrial cleaning and stuff.
I got one of those papers that says I'm an essential employee, that I'm allowed to be on the road.
I got a card that says I'm an essential asshole, but that's beside the point.
I'm just wondering if the other 50 cars around me driving by have the same paperwork, or if they're just out joyriding.
They're probably just out joyriding.
Yeah.
Well, in my county and all, they try to say you're not supposed to be out on the road after 9 o'clock at night and all. They're trying to keep everything, everybody at home and all. It ain't stopped me. I still get out and go wherever.
Yeah, but if you look at the empty parking lots, you wouldn't believe all the young people that are gathered up in there, and the cops are sitting there talking with them.
Yeah. What's going on, J&J?
What's up, JJ?
I took the drag bike out today for a test ride with the brakes. I drove down to the stop sign, and I pulled out like I was going to go down the road, and there was a cop down there like 3 blocks down. I was like, whoop, just cutting a U-turn, officer. Turn around. Went back down the road. If I would have had my camera on, I would have went. But I didn't have my camera on. I didn't have it on me.
Well, it's about like the first time I brought the fat cycle down there, and we took off on a ride. Daggum cop rode by and just waved at us, and I'm sitting there like, they don't say nothing?
They usually don't.
Just wave at them and go on.
That's exactly what he done. He waved and kept going.
Well,
I was tripping on that the first time because I'm sitting there like, oh, God, here we go.
A couple weeks ago when we were actually shut down, we were off work.
Yeah.
I had to go up to the grocery store. And there's always a state trooper that's hanging around on my one road here. He doesn't do anything unless you're like totally speeding and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on my way back from the store. He come by me and like directly behind him, there was like 6 UTVs. And he's just flying up the road, and they're just like right behind him.
Yeah.
My neighbor's got a giant 4-seater UTV on giant paddle tires. This guy right next to me right here, and he drives it around the neighborhood like it ain't nothing.
You talking about the one that's got the red and silver one?
Yep.
That's a good looking ride.
Well,
expensive ride though.
He works on airplanes.
Well, there's a guy here on YouTube. He lives just up by me here, not real close to me, but I know who he is and where he's at. His UTV is street legal. He's got headlights, turn signals, the whole 9 yards. It's got a license plate, everything. He drives it he'll drive it right down through main part of town. Everything's legal.
There's a lot of places around here that'll let you drive golf carts around, no problem. Like they if you got a golf cart, no, they won't even look twice at you.
That's another reason I got to get the bad boy fixed so I can go down there and we can go hit all the back trails and all. So if you get stuck, I can pull you out with my 4-wheel drive.
See, like around here, you can get what they call the off-road vehicle stickers. You can drive on secondary roads.
Yeah.
But if it's got a divided line down the middle, you're not allowed on it. These UTVs, they're allowed taking them anywhere. I don't know if they're allowed on major highways, but they can go down divided roads, everything. I mean, this dude, he rides it everywhere. He's got videos of them. You can see him going right down through town, waving at people, talking to people, passing cops,
Yeah, they're easy to get tagged and insured and all.
Yep.
I know around here on golf carts and stuff like that, all you got to have is that yellow triangle on the back of it, like they used to do for farm use or whatever.
Yeah,
just a yellow triangle on the back. As long as you got that on there, you can ride all over uptown and all with them. They don't say a word to you.
Well, like around here, you can have that, but you still have to have headlights, tail lights, and turn signals.
Yeah. Well, most golf carts got headlights and a tail light, just no turn signals.
I bet you.
Thank you. Well, once you get those headlights and turn signals and stuff,
yeah,
don't get caught on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, they wouldn't like me on the sidewalk anyway with that 4-wheel drive.
Well, we have about we're getting close to 20 golf carts at work, and we have special permission to be able to drive up the one side of the road because it's a divided road.
Mm-hmm.
We have special permission to drive up down the sidewalk, and there's a certain place we have to cross over the road because our building where we store them that's on one side, campus is on the other. Well, it's almost a mile from our shop up to campus, so we've got special permission from the city to be able to drive up that one side of the sidewalk, and there's a certain place you have to cross over. You can actually, by the end of the summer, you can actually see the black lines going up the sidewalk from the tires and where everybody crosses over the road and stuff at.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Nate? Organizing your nuts and bolts?
I'm trying to see how tall I can stack these nuts.
These?
I used to do golf balls like that.
Golf balls?
Yeah. I stacked, I think, five or six of them straight up.
I've never tried golf balls.
I got pictures of it.
I ain't got patience for that.
Them you got to get just right for them dimples to hit just right for them not to be wobbly.
Yes. Yeah, I've thought about the same thing. Ooh, 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 ooh.
I got 14. Who can
awesome.
Not
Ed. Ed, now you can tell he's been quarantined too long.
Day 4 of quarantine.
I still
332 nuts stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, I know, right?
I still like that one meme I seen that said, day 4 of quarantine. Saw my neighbor scraping the sticker off the back of their van talking about, I am the proud parent of an honor student.
Yeah, they're not going back the rest of the year here.
They're saying here that the students are supposed to go back the end of this month, hopefully. I don't see that happening though.
I don't either.
Well, we're officially shut down until next fall at work, but you know.
Well, the city actually told my brother he couldn't be open at the tattoo shop, even though the health department and all that said that he was fine because he actually keeps his shop cleaner than what the hospital keeps theirs. He's got more standards and regulations than the hospital does.
Oh yeah.
Well, when they finally said that the universities and stuff were going to be closed till next fall, my one buddy's like, "So what are you going to do? You're going to be out of work?" I'm like, "No, we can't just lock the doors and walk away, dude."
Nope.
You got to keep everything going and keep maintenance up on everything.
All right, we'll see you, Harold.
Have a good one, Harold.
Yeah. He's like, "Well, that won't take you all summer." I'm like, "Yeah, we'll actually have time now to like go into buildings and get everything fixed and done and cleaned, and we're not going to be busting ass. 3 months ain't very long in the big scheme of things when you've got 2,000 people back in."
Yep. Hey, Puller, did they ever get that generator fixed that y'all were talking about that was in that basement or whatever?
Yes. Yes. You talking about the one that had the crack by the starter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they didn't get it fixed, but about once a month or after it's on an exercise cycle. So after it exercises, one of the maintenance guys goes down and takes pictures of it and measures it, and that crack has not moved one iota.
Huh.
So
that is weird.
Yep. I'm thinking it's a casting flaw myself.
Probably.
Since it hasn't moved.
So you don't think it's a crack, you think it's actual where the casting come together and left the seam?
No, I think it's an actual crack, but I think it was just a weak spot in that piece of aluminum right there.
Uh-huh.
And it's not, it was like a stress crack or something from the casting itself, not from something that,
the motor, not something the motor did.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
I got 2 little nuts and then a big nut.
And I think we're all going nuts.
Yeah, I went and worked on a lawnmower today, and the dude started mowing concrete. So I told him, I was like, man, you're only supposed to mow concrete once a year. He said, I think I'm done mowing the concrete this year.
How?
I don't mind concrete as much as I do the water boxes, the shutoff boxes.
Uh-huh.
Those suck.
No, or you could do like... the girl's a sweetheart. She's nice as she can be and all. Gets a little annoying with some of her stories that she tells about her family and all, but hey, you got to deal with it at the hunting club and all. She actually kept taking the mower when she was mowing and running over a steel water pipe and was wondering why she kept having to get the blades fixed on the mower. I'm like, what are you running over? She's like, I'm just mowing around all the campers and all. I said, yeah, do you ever get out and walk and see what is beside the campers before you mowed? Well, no, I just seen where it was mowed before. I said, was it mowed before or did somebody weed eat around their camper to clean it up? I don't know. I just took the mower around it. Yeah. After about the 4th set of blades in about 3 months. Yeah, I think she finally figured out she had to get off and look. And that's when she found the steel pipe coming up out the ground that she kept hitting.
Oh. Well, this dude hit that concrete so hard, it broke the spindle plumb off.
Wow.
So it cost him $40 for another spindle.
Dang.
Then he's like, how much you going to charge me putting it on? I was like, well, I made 3 trips over here already. So I guess I'll charge you $40. Because gas ain't cheap.
No. Which gas prices around here are actually coming down, which is unbelievable.
Our gas prices is like $1.33 a gallon, but diesel is still at $2.60 something.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't that bad here.
Gas here is I think it's like 170 or 165 a gallon for gas. But you go an hour up the road and it's $1.30 something a gallon. I'm sitting there like, what's the difference in there and here?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's coming off the same delivery trucks and all, the same 18-wheeler going around hitting all these different places. Why is it one price there and a different price here?
One place is in a convenient spot and the other one's down the road.
Yeah. They're price gouging is what it is.
You ever notice, though, you could be on one side of town and gas prices would be one thing. You go to the opposite side of town and gas prices would be different?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got like a half a dozen or so gas stations. The 3 on the main roads coming in are always 20, 30 cents higher
right there
than the ones in town.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah, they get the most traffic.
Yeah. It says volume up, but don't turn it up too loud, sissy. Sorry about that.
But,
that's all right.
I'm trying to get her hooked up on the Xbox.
I'm trying to cut out, fellas. I'm beat.
And it ain't gonna be much longer. I'm probably gonna get off here too. I've been up since like 5 o'clock this morning.
Same here, man. I haven't got off of my work schedule yet. I'm still waking up early.
But the funny thing is, Nate, I've been going to bed on an average about 2:30, 3 o'clock every morning, and I'm back up around 5 or 6 in the morning.
Not me. I go to bed at like 9. Wait, it's after 9 now.
Yeah, it's 9, almost 9:30 now.
All right, Phyllis.
All right, mate.
Have a good one, Tater.
I'm gonna get off here too, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, Drift.
I'll see y'all brothers later.
Have a good one.
All right, see y'all.
But I'm ready to hit the river, man.
I bet.
I'm itching now. I got the fever. Finally gonna be able to hit the river in my own boat instead of having to wait and try to go with somebody that's got a boat.
Yeah, it's always nicer whenever you got your own stuff.
Oh yeah. What you say, Boneyard?
Well, I probably haven't talked to you. My brother, he's got a tractor like mine, but he hasn't really ran it in the last 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
Just here or there. My nephews ran it once or twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
He told me about a month ago, come over and pick it up and store it in my garage, and I can run it as much as I want.
Cool.
So that kind of takes the stress off of me having to get my motor together if we have a season.
Yeah.
Because right now my hold up putting my motor together is getting the parts.
Yeah.
The places are open, but the place I buy 90% of my parts from is only half an hour away from me. They're only taking phone and internet orders, and they're only shipping.
And it's a half hour from you.
Yep.
Well, that sucks.
I said, I can't phone my order in, give you my credit card over the phone, and have you sit it outside the door, and I'll stop by and pick it up. He said, nope, we are not doing that.
Well, that's stupid. Because why would you pay shipping to go a half hour down the road from where you're at?
That's what I told him.
And the shipping probably costs just about as much as the parts do.
Yep. Well, there's a place out of Iowa, Midwest Super Cub. I can order the parts that I need from them.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at spending probably close to $400. For valves. Valves, springs, gaskets. I want to get new valve covers, the tall actual valve covers, rockers, everything to put my heads together. And it's gonna be upwards of $400 or so.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, if you don't want my money, I said I can call Midwest. They got the same exact thing. I said, and they're free shipping. I said, you gonna give me free shipping? Oh, we can't give you free shipping, man. We can't do that. We don't do enough volume.
But if you're selling $400 something worth of parts, you can eat the little bit of shipping on valves and stuff like that you're ordering from them.
Yeah, well, with the weight of it, I'm estimating it'd be about $25-$30 to ship it.
They're making a ton more than that off of you for the parts.
Yes, they are. So I told him, I said, so I'm not, since the season's probably not going to start until at least July, late June, July at the earliest. I said, I'll wait and see what's going on. I said, but if they haven't released things by May, 1st of May, mid-May, I said, I'm ordering the shit through Midwest. I said, like I said, anything over $100, I said, you get free shipping.
Yep.
And I told him, I said, with this stimulus check coming out, I said, I'm thinking about buying pistons too, instead of using the stock ones. That's another $400 on top of that, what I'm already buying.
Yeah, you'd be up there $800, $900 worth of stuff. Easy.
Right. And I'm like, I said, if you don't want the business, dude, that's fine with me, I said, but I'm not going to pay extra money, because you won't either give me free shipping or sit the shit out. And what's really funny is the one guy that works there, he lives probably another 15 minutes past me, so he could actually make a little detour and come right by my place and drop them off.
Yeah.
I said, I'll give him $10. to have them drop them off. Oh no, we can't do that, man. Social distancing. I'm like, whatever, dude.
Be like, you bring the stuff by, set it on my porch. I have a $20 bill taped to the screen door. You pick up the $20 bill, leave my parts, and go on about your business.
Right. And then for the last 3 or 4 years, he bitches because the local guys won't come and buy parts off of him.
Well, when you treat people like that, they ain't going to want to do business with you.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I told him. I said, dude, I said, honestly, I like you. You're a great guy. You've given me lots of knowledge. I said, but when I walk in and I say, I want this part, and you say, well, that's not available. But one of your engines that you built is running that part, it has to be available. Just because I didn't give you 10 grand to build my motor for me doesn't mean, he has 2 shelves.
Yeah. It's almost like he wants to keep all the good parts for his motors and all he builds.
Right.
If you don't run his built motor, he ain't going to sell you the part because he don't want you to have the same thing.
That's exactly what it is.
And that is going to cause you to lose a lot of business doing that.
Well, and the other thing that kind of pissed me off last fall, I was going to have that motor board by them, board and sleeved. And when I called and talked to them about it, it was about 3 weeks before the start of the fall season for the national guys.
Yeah.
And I said, hey man, I said, what's the chances of getting this motor, board and sleeved? I said, I have the sleeves. I said, I just need the machine work done and the sleeves installed and then finished, board and honed. Oh man, we got, X pull coming up, and then 2 weeks after that, there's this pull, and it'll probably be, 2 or 3 months until I can get to it. I'm like, okay, so you're telling me that, I understand you have those guys, your big dollar customers to work on, to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
But wasn't you just bitching this last summer that none of us other guys, that are building these big motors are coming to you for parts? I said, and you're wondering why we won't buy parts and stuff off of you. I said, it's because we can't get fucking service, dude. And that's exactly what I said. And and his eyes kind of got big. Whoa, what do you mean? He goes, I feel I give you guys good service. I'm like, I need a block board and honed. Well, are you going to go to, and I forget which pool it was now. It was down at Columbus, outside of Columbus there.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, if I had all the parts and everything, I said, I might try. I said, I want to move up, and go to a couple of, local national polls. I said, but seems I can't get parts and shit, when I need them. Well, just bring your motor down here. I said, I ain't got 10 grand for you to build me a motor. Oh, it wouldn't be 10 grand. I said, what do you think? What are you talking? Oh, with everything you got, I've seen your motor run. He goes, we could probably do it for between $4,000 and $5,000. I'm like, I ain't got $4,000 or $5,000 to give you to put a motor together for me when I'm quite capable of doing it myself.
Yeah.
Well, I got a dyno. I don't care. So. All right, Jay. It's about 9:30, brother. I'm about half hour my bedtime.
Yeah, it's 9:30 here, and I got 5 head of dogs to deal with. And find me some supper for tonight. I ain't even made no supper yet.
I did that earlier, so it was great seeing you, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to start doing some. It's just I've been busier than a 1-hour paper hanger for the last 3.5 weeks solid.
Yeah. Well, if you're around on a Sunday night, man, jump on my stream, brother. You're more than welcome anytime. You know that. Oh
yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to hit more streams and all. It's just like I said, I've been so daggone busy, but now I'm getting ahead of things. I might have a day or two here and there. I can actually watch some videos and do stuff.
Yep.
But I appreciate you coming, hanging out with me, and appreciate everybody coming in and watching and all. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits and go feed my 4-legged youngins and find something to throw down my throat. And my stomach thinks my throat's been cut.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you later, man.
Y'all have a good one.
Yep.